tonight on the South Today. The road cones are finally being removed on a multi-million-dollar project in Queenstown thanks to some help. Emergency services rush out to the Taieri plains today after calls about a major chemical leak on a work site. And giant paper fantasy characters once again transform central Dunedin into an illuminated enchanted forest. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. The road cones are gone from downtown Queenstown and a multi-million-dollar redevelopment of the area is finally unveiled. The project largely made possible thanks to special government funding. The upgrades were officially opened to the public last Friday, although a special guest was unable to cut the ribbon due to weather.
The launch of a new beginning, as the Queenstown Lakes District Council officially reopened the Queenstown CBD on Friday morning. The massive project's been 2.5 years and $66 million in the making. Two CBD streets, Beach and Reese Street, have been completely renovated to become a shared car and pedestrian area. Mayor Glenn Lewis says the project was made possible thanks to the shovel-ready government funding they received in June 2020 from the fast-track consenting bill.
And so in June 2020, we were proud to be the first territorial authority to have shovel-ready funding announced. We were also the only territorial authority to have a shovel-ready project listed on the fast-track consenting bill for our town centre arterial road project.
Businesses, though, are happy to finally be open without distractions, including the end of the roadworks blocking their entrances, discouraging shoppers and creating noise and dust. Guest of honour cutting the ribbon was supposed to be Prime Minister Chris Hipkins, but his plane was turned around due to fog covering the airport.
He just wants to raise these improvements as something local residents can be proud of, to share with national and international visitors. The cultural narrative which has been embedded into the design of these streets tells a unique story about Aotearoa, New Zealand.
However, some residents are frustrated with the time and money spent on the CBD upgrade, including the controversial $25,000 spent on 50 rectangular Pounamu tiles embedded in Reese Street. Now that the CBD upgrade is now largely complete, the next focus for the council and Waka Kotahi will be finishing the roads in and out of the resort town and working to improve traffic flow as the busy winter season gets underway. In Queenstown, the South Today.
Dunedin's Columba College is in for some changes, with the school confirming a new principal who's set on focusing her attention towards pupil wellbeing.
Charissa Nicol never had any plans on becoming a principal. She just wanted to be a part of children's educational journeys. But with all the school disruptions through COVID-19 and the recent teachers' strikes, she believes that the mental health of students needs to be prioritised along with their education. So when the Columba College principal role popped up, she decided to put her name in the mix and to her delight was appointed the position.
Really excited. I am delighted that I've been appointed and I'm really looking forward to starting.
Current principal Pauline Duthie is due to retire later this year, with Nicol set to take over in the top job from the start of Term 4. In Dunedin, the South Today.
One person is in a serious condition following a chemical leak at a Taieri industrial park around lunchtime today. The incident happened after hydrogen sulfide leaked from a truck and trailer unit at Silverstream Industrial Park, with the alarm raised around midday. Police evacuated and cordoned off the site, with firefighters also at the scene on standby. One person was transported to Dunedin Hospital by ambulance. The person's condition was initially critical, but has since been downgraded to serious. 2 other patients were assessed at the scene. The leak was isolated shortly after 1 p.m, with evacuated workers allowed to return to the park shortly after. The Southland Business Chamber is joining forces with Network CoinSouth to set up a business and innovation hub in downtown Invercargill. It's being billed as a one-stop shop in the heart of the city, aimed at creating a space for local businesses to thrive.
A vibrant gathering to celebrate the opening of Southland's new Business and Innovation Hub. The Southland Business Chamber has moved to a new home at the former SIT downtown site on Invercargill's Don Street. Chief Executive Cherie Carey says the aim is to create a space for southern businesses to thrive.
It's a one-stop shop for all things business, so if you've got a startup or just an idea for a business, you can come here and the Coin team will talk you through it, and then once you're established as a business, the Chamber will be able to help you with support.
The new hub includes co-working offices, meeting rooms, chill-out zones and kitchen spaces, catering to as many people as possible. Great South and Invest South are also planning to run clinics there, providing the community with information on topics like investment and government funding.
It's really incredible. Like, the vibe's cool, the people are great, the creativity in the space is amazing. We've got people in and out all the time, so we're loving it.
Wednesday's event showcased businesses from across the region, from breweries to local producers, and even pole dance performers pouring drinks for the guests. Carey says the board chose the Chamber's central city location to help support the area's redevelopment.
Eskindon Street had been done up, and this was kind of like the one ugly building that was sitting in the middle, and we've brought it back to life, and so we're really proud of what we've achieved.
The team are confident the new venue will improve their ability to support local startups and encourage networking, helping southern businesses to thrive. In Invercargill, the South Today.
An annual national bird survey might not just be beneficial for the flying creatures, but also for our mental health. This year's New Zealand Garden Bird Survey started its 9-day project on Friday, with residents encouraged to spend time outdoors counting the number of birds in their gardens. The survey is aimed at helping scientists understand the health of the country's garden bird populations and the wider environment. Researchers say the number of people taking part in the survey has continued to grow since it launched in 2007, with this year's survey running through until early July. A collection of giant fantasy characters took over central Dunedin at the weekend, made entirely out of paper and light. Dunedin's first church was turned into an enchanted forest on Friday and Saturday nights for the city's annual midwinter carnival.
A magical wonderland lit up in downtown Dunedin. Dunedin's first church was illuminated with hundreds of lanterns over the weekend for the annual midwinter carnival. The event was held on Friday and Saturday night, attracting a large crowd to mark the winter solstice.
So it went beyond expectations, I would say. The weather was amazing. We had over 9,500 people through over the 2 nights, and it all went even smoother than we'd hoped, so we're really thrilled.
This year's theme was the Enchanted Forest and featured storybook characters, beautiful lantern installations and fire performers. And while the event's all wrapped up for the year, it's not the end of the line for these large character lanterns.
They get stored through the year in a warehouse. We've got a big warehouse in North East Valley, and we do reuse some of them and repair them and recover them, so a whole lot of work goes on through the year to bring them back to life again for next year.
The whole team were delighted to see the large mixed crowd coming through the carnival over the 2 nights. The switch to a ticketed event not dampening the enthusiasm of young and old, with the funds helping sustain the popular event. In Dunedin, the South Today.
G'day. Still to come on the South Today. A Central Otago netball competition with a twist brings locals together for friendly rivalry, and it's officially midwinter dip season as hundreds of swimmers head to the freezing depths of Lake Wanaka and St Clair.
Great Britain has a collection of varied landscapes and countryside to rival anywhere else in the world.
And the best way to see it is to walk.
Shortest day, shortest sale. There's up to 50% off clearance items, and you can pay it off over 24 months interest-free. T's and C's apply.
And my mate John.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Great Britain has a collection of varied landscapes and countryside to rival anywhere else in the world.
And the best way to see it is to walk.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. A colourful netball event brought together young talent from across central Otago this week for some friendly competition.
This year's Netty Festival netball event had an extra dash of excitement as players were encouraged to dress up in colourful outfits representing their favourite Netball World Cup team. The event brought together around 51 teams of Year 5 and 6 students from Wakatipu, Upper Clutha and Central Otago. The wet weather didn't stop the young athletes from taking to the court, showcasing their skills, teamwork and sportsmanship. Event organisers say the brightly coloured tutus over track pants demonstrated the spirit of the festival, encouraging young kids to participate in the friendly competition. The Netty Festival moved on to Cromwell on Thursday, with 40 teams of Year 7 and 8 pupils joining in with the netball action. In Cromwell, the South today.
It was Dunedin and Wanaka's turn to join in on the ice water fun over the weekend as locals took chilly plunges as part of the midwinter events around the south. Hundreds of eager swimmers showed up to this year's big dips, enjoying their time in the water while also making a positive contribution to local charities.
Swimmers in a mix of colourful costumes preparing to brave the icy cold waters of St Clair Beach. This was the 94th year of Dunedin's Polar Plunge, which helps support the St Clair Surf Lifesaving Club, which has patrolled the beach every summer for more than a century. Around 200 people took part in Sunday's event, some choosing to brave the cold in costumes, while others just hit the water in their swimming gear. In Wanaka, around 30 people enjoyed a more relaxing swim in the cold lake, as part of the town's 23rd annual midwinter water ski and swim on Saturday afternoon. Participants were rewarded with treats, ice creams, a sausage sizzle and a hot drink, with the event raising more than $550 for a local charity.
It was brilliant, yeah, beautiful. Freezing though, so cold, but yeah, really nice, good fun.
Fine weather made for good events in both places, wrapping up a series of polar plunges across the country. Across the South today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South today. Work on the $66 million downtown Queenstown redevelopment has unveiled, largely thanks to government help. A major chemical leak at a Taieri industrial park prompted an emergency call-out and left someone in a serious condition. And Dunedin's first church was transformed into an enchanted forest as part of the annual Midwinter Carnival. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we're welcoming for the first time new editor Paul McIntyre. Paul, welcome.
Thank you.
And tell us a little bit about yourself, as we understand you'll be spending a bit more time with us with Barry, perhaps moving out for a little while.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so I moved down from Nelson about a month ago.
Yes.
Into this new role, so really excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to learning about Dunedin and all the regions. I've had a bit of a trip around.
Wonderful.
All the regions, so that's really nice. I'm really excited with the opportunity for this role.
Well, we look forward to learning more about you over the next little while, but for now, what can we expect in tomorrow's paper?
Right, tomorrow, so the headlines are, we've got basically an 18-year-old Dunedin woman can't bring herself to take a test which will tell her if she's got this motor neuron disease that killed her mother and auntie.
Wow.
So a bit of a sad but human interest story there.
Yes.
And a teacher is calling on parents to take more responsibility for their children after his car was stolen and written off over the weekend.
Right.
And lastly, we're celebrating the successes of our local athletes, Ryan Stewart and Lynette Williams, who claimed 8 of 34 medals that New Zealand won at the Special Olympics World Summer Games in Berlin.
Wow. Oh, that's a great win. Hey, thank you for sharing tonight, and we do look forward to meeting you more over the coming evenings. Thank you, Paul.
Great, thank you.
Time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, cold southwesterly airflow is arriving this week, light at first, but increasing to become strong and bitterly cold from about Friday, so expect some low-level snow later in the week. Heading to the top of the South Island, while some cloud and light winds with 14 tomorrow up in Nelson and Greymouth. Christchurch is looking wet with late rain after a windy 12-degree high thanks to a southwesterly. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Southwest winds and late rain through here tomorrow too, with 12 degrees apiece in Ashburton, Timaru and Oamaru. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Cloudy with light winds through here tomorrow, so still probably not enough snow to reopen all of the ski fields again yet, but by numbers, 5 for Queenstown, 7 in Wanaka and up to 8 degrees in Alexandra. Heading further south, 9-degree highs with some cloud and light winds for Gore and Balclutha tomorrow, whereas the Catlins are looking slightly warmer with a high of 10, southwest winds and a few showers. And across to Invercargill, fine tonight with a low of 5. Tomorrow's mostly sunny with high cloud and late winds with a high of 13. Wednesday's a cloudy one with fresh southeasterlies and a cooler top temperature of 10 degrees. And finally heading to Dunedin, cloudy tonight as it drops to 8 degrees. Tuesday's mostly cloudy but dry with west to southwest winds and a high of 12 before late rain. Into Wednesday, rain easing to showers, then overcast with breezy southwesterlies and up to 11 as the high. And that's the news this Monday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. And we're also on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite o pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
Shortest day, shortest sale. Get down to My Mate John's this weekend. There's up to 50% off clearance items and you can pay it off over 24 months interest-free. T's and C's apply. Shortest day, shortest sale. Only at John's Furniture Warehouse, Stafford Street and online at mymatejohn.co.nz.
Where did you get that furniture from? Stafford Street and My Mate John.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
Earth is a planet of extremes. Extreme places and extreme animals. But some animals are more extreme than others. Join us as we count down to find the most unusual, the most extraordinary, the most extreme.